Hi everyone, welcome to the French naval base of Brest in Brittany. Today we get aboard the Auguste Bénébig, the first of the POM vessel, Patrouilleur Outre-Mer, or Offshore Patrol Vessels based overseas. These new generations of patrol vessels will be based in French overseas territories in the Indo-Pacific, in Reunion Island, in New Caledonia as well as in Tahiti. They are a pretty big deal because they represent the renewal of the French fleet in the Indo-Pacific region. Let's get aboard. Commander Cabaret, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for welcoming us aboard your new vessel. So can you please first tell us about the technical specifications of the POM offshore patrol vessel for overseas territories?
So this ship is 80 meters long for 12 meters wide, and it can go up to 24 knots and travel 5,500 nautical miles at 12 knots. A crew of 30 people on board. It's a displacement of 1,300 tons.
Can you tell us briefly about the missions of the POM?
Yes, the missions of the POM are to protect these zones against illegal fishing, drug trafficking and smuggling, and to protect these territories.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but so some of the new capabilities of the POM class compared to the older patrol vessels that it will replace relies mainly on the capability to launch and recover unmanned systems, an unmanned aerial vehicle. You have a pretty large aviation platform where you can place a catapult to launch a UAV that you call the Aliaka or SMDM in French, and we have covered it previously in September with a Surveycopter and Airbus. The other new capability is in hydrography missions, because you have some kind of moon pool where you can lower some sensors to do seabed mapping or some kind of like sensing the seabed. And
That's right. And for the unmanned aircraft, which we launch, there's also a net to recover the engine. And as for the hydrography mission, it's a new feature for the POM.
The new capabilities, I believe, because this vessel is much more modern compared to the P400. The sensors are more powerful, I believe. You have two navigation radars, one multifunction radar that can do surface surveillance, air surveillance. IFF, you have a remote weapon station, a 20mm gun by Nexter. Is that right?
Yeah, that's all correct, and it's increased features for our ship, and it's an honor to serve on board this ship.
So that will make the life of yourself and your crew easier when you patrol the large EEZ in the Indo-Pacific?
It's a very good tools to have on board to complete the dedicated missions.
One last thing, so this class of vessel is being designed and built by a French shipyard called SOCARENAM. So it was the hull was built in Brittany, in Saint-Malo, and we covered that last year. Outfitting took place in northern France and here in Brest. So we are currently in Brest Naval Base. What are you doing right now, and when are you expected to sail to New Caledonia?
We are in Boulogne until last summer, and now in Brest to conduct our sea trials and to complete the construction of the ship. And we are to sail to Noumea, our future home port. Yes.
And again, as I said initially, these vessels, so some may think they are small patrol vessels, but they are actually a big deal for the French Navy because they represent the renewal of the assets of the French Navy in the Indo-Pacific. Commander, thank you very much.
You're welcome.